let's set up the basic structure for one of your project pages. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up Photoshop and open up your magazine cover that you have in Photoshop. Make sure that all of your fonts are installed properly. And then what you're going to do is you're going to export this out as a JPEG. With Weebly and most websites, you're not able to post any kind of image format except for a GIF, PNG, or JPEG. It won't let you publish PSD files, AI files, or InDesign files. So we're going to need to get these into a format that the website will recognize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to change this Photoshop one down here to JPEG. What you may want to do is somewhere on your computer, whether it's your desktop or it's your Google Drive, depending on what device you're using, you may want to create a new folder. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Just to keep things organized, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this new folder Weebly Portfolio. So I can start to save my JPEGs and images and things that I want to use in one spot instead of having them all over the place. This will save you, I think, some time in the long run. So let's go back to Photoshop. And what I'm going to do is from here in Photoshop, I'm going to go ahead and save as. I'm going to name it something that makes sense, like mag cover. And this is the important part. Change the format here to JPEG, not JPEG 2000 or stereo, just straight JPEG. Make sure that it's going into the into the site you just created, or sorry, the Weebly site folder that you just created. Oh, there it is. I'm still getting used to my Mac. There we go. Weebly Portfolio. And I'm going to save that here. So I'm going to do save. That brings up these JPEG options. I'm going to go ahead and just make it maximum for now. We may end up changing that later if the file size is too big. In fact, let's test that out here in a minute. We'll see if that is correct. While we're at it, since you have Photoshop open, why don't you go ahead and open up your portfolio or your collage that you made also. So find where you have your personal portfolio saved for the collage. Wow, I cannot talk this evening. There we go, collage. I'm just going to go ahead and open one up. You're going to want to save this collage as a JPEG as well. So do save as. Make sure that it's going into your Weebly portfolio folder. Make sure that it is a name that makes sense, like Photoshop Collage. Save. Okay. Now, again, I'm wondering whether or not these might be too big, but we'll see. So it may change, and I'm going to show you if it is too big, I'll show you how to fix it. Now I'm going to go back to my Weebly website. And what I want to do is I want to go to the projects page, and let's go ahead and start with personal collage. So I'm going to click on the personal collage page. So right here, this is kind of the opening splash portion of the page. Down here, you'll see it says drag elements here. And what we can do is we can start to pull over, oh, I want this to have some text, or I want to put an image box on here. For most of these, you're going to break these up, and we won't add this all today, but you're going to put this in where you're going to show me the finished piece. And then any of the process that you went through, like when we did the cover, you did some title variations. You did you did thumbnails to draw the stuff out. So we want to include that stuff in here. But for now, let's go ahead and just start basic with just the main image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this title and I'm going to drag this title here. And you'll see this little blue line. It drops it on there. So now I'm going to put in finished personal collage. Now I'm going to grab this image and notice when I drag this over, see the blue line, it's sometimes to the left here. What I want to do is I'm going to put it above here so that the blue line is at the top. So what that does is it puts the text down here at the bottom. Now, when you click on the text, you can bold it. You can change the alignment. You can change the color. And at some point, I'll show you how to go through and potentially change fonts and stuff. But for now, that's just the basic idea. So once you have this set up, what I want to do is I want to bring in another section, which will be, actually, we'll do the section stuff later. Let's go ahead and upload the image. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click upload a photo from your computer. And now I'm going to navigate to that portfolio folder and I'm going to choose the collage and click open. And there's that piece. So for now, I'm going to leave this one empty. We're going to get to this one later. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and click on it and I'm going to grab this dot and drag this up. Now yours might be different. Basically what I need to have is on the page that you have for your collage, I need you to have one box that has your picture and a title that's underneath that just says finished personal collage. We'll be adding more stuff to this later, but I'm going to go ahead and bring this up just to hide it partially for now. Later on, we'll talk about how to really spruce up your site, down the road. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. Publish is basically like saving it. So you'll want to do that every time you're done with a section of a page. Just hit publish. I'm going to click on that link so I can see the live version of it. So that now when I go to projects, I go to personal collage and I click on personal collage. There it is. We'll get rid of that stuff later. All right, that's looking good. All right, let's go back to the editor and let's do the same thing with the magazine cover. So I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to go ahead and drag that up to shrink that one. If you've got it, great. You can move that. We can do other stuff later. But I'm going to drag a title here. I'm going to type in finished magazine cover. Wow, I'm not going to be able to type well. There we go. Finished magazine cover. Center it. Going to grab this image. Going to drag it down here. And I want to put it not to the left, but up here. But I'm going to show you if you accidentally put it to the left. Okay. Grab the gripper and drag it up to the top. Or if you accidentally put it at the bottom, same thing. Grab the gripper, drag it to the top. Go ahead and click on upload. Click on the upload. Grab your magazine cover. All right, looks good. Hit publish. And go ahead and close that one. And then now, go ahead and, you don't need Photoshop for now. We're going to open up InDesign. And we're going to do the magazine spread from here. It's going to be a little bit different. Let me open up somebody's. Realizing I don't know if I actually have anybody's existing magazine spread in InDesign format. Yeah, they're already exported here. All right, so in the next video, I'll have one ready to show you how to export your pages instead of being PDFs, how to export them as JPEGs. So I'll load one up and I'll get that going.